It all began with Barclay James' Harvest. It's the 30th of August 1980, and the band is playing to thousands of fans in West Berlin in front of the Reichstag. Meanwhile, more than 100 East German fans gather on the other side of the wall to listen to songs like Hymn and Life is for Living. 40 of them end up under arrest.
The Stasi and the police are on high alert. The 20th birthday of the GDR had already led to clashes when Western stations mistakenly announced that the Rolling Stones would be playing on the roof of the Axel Springer building. Thousands of East German fans flock to the wall. Since then, the East German regime has been sensitive about music because it's impossible to stop its sound carrying over the border.
It's June 1987, and West Berlin is celebrating the city's 750th anniversary with a 3-day open-air festival on the lawn in front of the Reichstag. Over the course of these 3 days, East German fans also gather to listen to artists such as David Bowie, the Eurythmics and Genesis. On the first evening, the sound of Heroes drifts over the wall. The song about a couple in the shadow of the wall reaches the people who are standing on the other side, precisely where you are now.
The last stretch of Unter den Linden Boulevard at the entrance to Pariser Platz is where the death zone begins. Security is incredibly tight, and Pariser Platz is closed off as far as Wilhelmstrasse. But it's still possible to see the Reichstag. The fine square we see today was reduced to rubble during the Second World War. It was cleared after 1945 and left as wasteland. The buildings that block your view of the Reichstag were built after the wall came down.
It's June 1987, the second evening of the West Berlin Open Air Festival. The Eurythmics take to the stage on the lawn in front of the Reichstag. The wind has changed direction, and the music rings out all along the wall. Between Pariser Platz and the Charité Hospital, people gather to listen to Annie Lennox's distinctive voice. The crowd are well behaved, but the police are getting twitchy. They start checking papers. Teenagers, students, workers, punks, rockers and pop fans alike. Then the loudspeakers blare out.
Attention, attention, this is the Volkspolizei. Leave the area immediately and go home.
What? The state is trying to ban grown adults from listening to music? This harassment creates a sense of shared identity among the diverse crowd. They will not be moved. They will resist. When the police start using violence against peaceful citizens, swinging their batons at the crowd and making arrests, the music fans morph into political protesters. They start to whistle, calling for Gorbachev and chanting, "The wall must go."
This evening, 2 years before the fall of the wall, has a huge impact on everyone who's there. Some people apply to leave the country, while it gives others the courage to join the protests that, in late 1989, ushered in the end of the GDR. The Concert for Berlin may not have brought down the anti-fascist barrier, but it certainly caused it to wobble.